Hello, friend. Thank you so much for joining me to discover your Akashic Records together. This is a great time to be delving into who you truly are at this point on this beautiful earth as she goes into her ascension, and we on this planet as well. So, this is a great time to really find out our true essence and to clear whatever needs to be cleared, to purge, to clear all the blocks and the misconceptions and the whatever it is that we really need to deal with. So, congratulations, and I hope I see you on the journey. So, what may my specialties be? I would say, as a hypnotherapist, QHHT and Alchemical, as well as a energy healer and a Akashic Record reader, guide, along with my 50 years of a very strong spiritual practice, morning and evening. I've been able to really connect with the universal law, with my divine essence, with my God self, and to really be able to get a clear understanding and discernment of what is true and correct for me and the messages I get from the universe. So I would say that I'm clairaudient and I hear the messages very well. I'm clairsentient. I can feel the messages. I'm cognizant, where I get a knowing, very strong knowing, and clairvoyant in the sense that I can see pictures. So I do get the messages on many different levels. And I would like to say that not only do I have abilities which I've been developing my whole life, they're there, but I work on it every day. I work on myself, and I transform anything that may be negative that I believe needs to be worked on. So I'm very diligent in that way. So also, I believe that in the records, the beings of light, the masters, the teachers, the guides, your people that have passed away, all of these beings have a specialty. They, when you ask a question or there's a knowing that you need or a message that needs to be said, the one that is an expert will come out and give the advice or give the healing or give the clearing. So, along with my abilities, I'm able to work along with them as they download energies and thought forms and sentences and messages. I'm able to hear that, and I'm able to convey it as best as I can. And I work in my records myself personally every day. And I really encourage everybody to do the same, because there's an infinite amount of knowledge and an infinite amount of universal wisdom that's there, that we can all access. And not only me, but everyone can access that. It's just a matter of practice. Thank you. Okay, so what attracted me to the Akashic Records? Basically, I've always had a very strong sense and inquiring mind as to how can I best serve mankind on this planet. This actually started about 50 years ago when I was seeking my own spiritual practice, which turned from being an actor into finding out who my true essence is. And through that, I was able to really, instead of finding out how to be a great actor, it turned into how can I attain enlightenment in this lifetime? And that was helping my own self to become absolutely happy, but also helping others to be absolutely happy. So this is an ongoing quest every day that I partake in. So that's why I learned these different modalities of hypnotherapy and energy healing, so that I may get to the root cause of whatever the sufferings may be of me and others, and to really help everybody to, come up in this beautiful ascension progress that we're going into right now. So one day I was at a workshop, my hypnotherapy workshop, and there was a presenter there who was Akashic Record reader, and she wrote a book on it, and she was giving a presentation, and she did a reading. And it just hit me somehow that this would be an incredible way to help people to really get to the essence of not only who they are, their mission is, their purpose is, but also how to find out the answers to anything that you need to know in the universe. It's anything in your records, but it's also anything in the universe that you would like to know. Anything historically, maybe not so much in the future, that's a probability. So I went on to study it and reading my own records. I would read my own records every day. And then I went next step to learning how to read for other people, to help them to get into their next step. But I do recommend that everybody learn how to read their own records. It's very incredible. The time and place when we go into the records, it's very high dimensionals. It's like the 11th dimension, and it's filled with beings of light. It's filled with enlightened beings, masters and teachers. And this is a great way for you to get to know who they are so that you can work with them on a regular basis. And also to get to know who those who have passed away, maybe to even talk to them, or, make some kind of thing that you need to work out with them, to have a conversation with them. So anyway, this is a really a beautiful, it's a beautiful experience. I love being in the records. It fills me with light. It fills me with incredible love. And these beings are always with you. They've always been with you since the beginning of your time, the beginning of time. And you have yours specifically that are your guides. And getting to know them is an incredible honor. And I really encourage you to learn how to get into your records and have a reading also. It's a lot of fun. So, what may you expect with a reading with me? Well, first of all, it's a great honor for me to share your records with me. I'm going into a very sacred space of yours, and I'm learning a lot about you, and I'm able to partake in your transformation. So what you may expect is to connect to your guides with clarity. Get the messages that you need to know from all your questions, and this can go on and on and on. I mean, just one day of getting a reading, then tomorrow you may have another question. So these will come to you in clarity as you get more and more connected, or I get more and more connected to the records. I can give a clear, specific answer to whatever they're giving me that you need to know at this time. Also, a healing. If there's a healing that needs to be done with you, I work with them to get downloads of light, or if there's a place, they will tell me in your body that it's maybe blocked, or may have a dark entity, or there may be dark thought forms or whatever, to just pinpoint whatever it is that needs to be cleared. And they do a lot of work on clearing and healing as well. They do the healing, I don't do it, but I just facilitate, and they'll do the work if you so intend to want a healing. And then also the clearings, If there needs to be anything that needs to be cleared from your aura or your body. And then also self-empowerment. You can expect self-empowerment as these beings are not codependent. They very much make sure that you have all the tools so that you can become a sovereign being and a being who is empowered to become the best you can be, to become enlightened, to become your full potential. So this is connecting. They may help you to get connected to your higher self or to your guides and really learn how to go into a meditative state to where this can happen on a regular basis. And also confidence through the clarity in the messages. You have confidence to go into the future knowing that you're on the right path. And this is always good to know because you can have confidence that what they're giving you is correct. And also learning a discernment in your heart that this is actually something that is true and correct. This is something that you may need to develop also, so that when you are getting information, you could know in your heart that this is a discernment, that this message is true and correct. Also, a transformation. This is the most important thing in my practice of helping other people is to get to the root of the suffering, to get to the root of the blockage, to get to the root of whatever needs to be transformed, whether it's in this lifetime or in the past lifetime where it originated, and what maybe relationship that you have right now that needs to be worked on, or a contract or agreement that needs to be severed or renegotiated, those kind of things. So all of this is part of a transformation. It's a lot of inner work, and they will definitely give you some homework, I've noticed, but it is a high pleasure to be working with you. And I look forward to it and to working with you in going into your and learning your true essence. Thank you so much.